Hi everyone, welcome to the second module of How to Start a Startup. Let me recap the first module. So, the first module was all about how to shortlist an idea, where we have discussed how idea can be generated and an offline and online approach to shortlist an idea. Let's assume that from the first module, you have shortlisted total 5 ideas. And now everyone, in this module, we'll discuss how to pick up the right idea from the shortlisted one. So let's begin. Everyone, in this session, we'll discuss the 3 simple yet effective framework which will help you pick up the right idea. But before we deep dive into these framework, let me explain you the usual scenario of the idea which you have generated. So the research shows that the 70 to 75% of the idea that you have generated or you have shortlisted have already been implemented, but they might not have reached a significant success. And for another 20 to 25% of your idea, someone else might have already given them a shot, but they didn't work out as planned. And finally, 5% of your idea have been already done before, and some big players are already out there executing it. So the conclusion is, your job as a founder is to constantly ask yourself, what is it that they know, someone who have already worked on this idea that you do not know, and keep on digging until you gather insights about the idea you have shortlisted. So everyone, so far we have discussed what research says about the idea that you have shortlisted and the basic step you need to follow. Now we'll discuss the 3 simple yet powerful framework which will help you pick up the right idea. So the first one is size, growth, and competition framework. And this framework is an elimination framework which will help you eliminate 1 or 2 ideas from the shortlisted one, from the one which you shortlisted, we assumed in the starting 5. So let's begin. So as you already mentioned, the main purpose of this framework is to eliminate a couple of ideas, guys. How the elimination will happen, I'll explain in the next slide. So let's understand the meaning of size, growth, and competition. Here, size means how big the industry is. Is it big or is it small? Smaller in size or bigger in size? So the idea which you have shortlisted, the industry or the idea is big in size or is small in size. Next is the growth. So the idea which you shortlisted will have a rapid growth or will have a stagnant growth. And the last is competition, means is there are so many people doing the same thing or there are lesser people doing the same thing. So everyone, based on these 3 framework, we have created a 8 construct, which you can see it here. And this 8 use cases, you can call it, or a construct, will help you eliminate couple of ideas. It will tell you which all ideas you shouldn't pursue. So I'll just quickly discuss one by one so that you can have a better clarity. So let's discuss the first use case. So the idea, let's assume, which you have shortlisted comes under the first category, where the size is low, growth is low, competition is low. One of the basic example which I kept here is the pet spa, guys. So this kind of businesses, I'll strongly recommend it to bootstrap. What is the meaning of bootstrap here? Put your own money or the money from the business itself. As you know, the size and the growth is very low and it's not going to be growing big in size, or growth won't be increasing it. So it's better to bootstrap rather than raising the fund. Next use case is, let's assume the idea which you generated falls under or shortlisted falls under low in size, low in growth, and high competition. The usual or basic example is spa. And here, I will strongly recommend you to avoid this kind of businesses, or any businesses which has low growth and high competition. It's better to avoid it because of the small and low growth and high competition means low profit margin. So it's not at all worth it. So in case if your idea falls under this category, then you can eliminate that particular idea from the shortlisted one. Now the next one is low in size, high in growth, and the competition is also low. If your idea falls under this one, so usual example is organic foods, then again I'll recommend to bootstrap or take money from the friends and family or from the personal contacts, guys. As I mentioned, bootstrapping means you are not raising the fund, you're not taking it from some third person or investor. Next scenario is Let's assume the idea which you shortlisted falls under this category, where the size is low, but the growth is high and the competition is also a little high. So example which I can pick it up as of now is robotics, guys. So please remember and please note, in case if the tech is involved here, then only you can raise the money, or else again you can bootstrap, or you should avoid. The next one is size is high, growth is low, and the competition is also low. Usual example is travel insurance, guys. Because in the travel insurance, the market is very big. There are so many people out there, but the growth is less because at the time of traveling, we always don't take insurance. You tell me last time, when did you take the insurance while traveling? I remember it was some 2 to 3 years back. So, very rare people take the insurance. That's the reason the growth is little lower.
Travel insurance के लिए टाटा ही
Again, we'll strongly recommend to bootstrap this kind of businesses because the growth is not there. Any businesses, any business idea which doesn't have growth, if you raise the investment, then it will be a trouble. And do not worry in detail about how the investment works, how investor works. Everything will be discussed in the separate module altogether. So here I'll strongly recommend you to do it slow with a patience. That will be the approach I wanted to highlight. The next one is size is high, growth is low, competition is high. In the starting itself, I had mentioned any businesses with a low growth and high competition, try to avoid it. Otherwise, it will cost a lot of money, and then you will not able to see a lot of profit margin as well. Next one is size is high, growth is high, and the competition is low. And the last one is also similar. So, in case if you have idea, or if your idea falls under these two categories, then certainly you can go about or think about raising the fund, because the size is very big here and growth is also huge. So certainly fundraising is required and you can easily able to get the fund as well. So everyone, as you already mentioned, this particular, I could say, framework was exclusively to eliminate the couple of idea. So far we have reached to the stage where, let's assume in the starting you had a 5 idea which you shortlisted, and if you apply these framework, you will, let's assume, eliminated the 2 ideas. Now you have the 3 ideas. So everyone, that's all about the first half of the second module. And in the next half, we'll discuss the other two framework. And those 2 framework will help you pick up the one final idea which will work best for you. And everyone, if you like this video, please do not forget to subscribe our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out an update on the next session. Also, after each module, we will hold a Q&A session. So please put your questions in the comment section. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next session.